Hello, beautiful mystical souls. Oh, my screen is so bright. Let me turn that down a bit. Hello, everyone. Friday blessings. How is everyone doing? Wow, thank you so much, everyone who's already here in the chat. It's so good to see you. Thank you. I can see lots of requests in capitals, so thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Hi, Sweet Fairish. Hi, Gary for Grace, Shooting Star, John. Hello. Hello, A Thread of Light. Hello, Bernadette. Hello, Pamela. Hello, Rachel. Who else is there? LP, Shine Truth, Charlotte. Hello, Lotus Bloom. Yay. Hi, Viviane. Thank you so much for being here. First of all, just sending everyone so much love this week. What a wild week it has been. Every day there are new solar flares, new ascension waves coming in from the sun. Everyone, pretty much everyone that I've spoken to has had a migraine or some kind of weird, mysterious illness. But we've got this. We've got this. We are being upgraded and activated. And one thing that has stuck with me from visiting Peru last year, I was very blessed to visit there, is a message that I brought back with me is that you asked for this. Everything that, and I don't mean that in sense of everything, but if we are experiencing these collective ascension waves, it's because we asked for it. We are all, many of us are saying, I want my psychic gifts and abilities to come online. I want the world to evolve. I want people to open their hearts and experience more love. And the universe is responding. So it feels intense. But I believe in my heart that this is serving us. Oh, congratulations, Viviane, on getting to 1,000 followers. Whoop whoop. I'll be about half there. I'm almost at 500. So yeah, I'm following you. But that's amazing. Congratulations, Viviane. You so deserve that. Welcoming everyone. Shooting Star said, hi, Chloe. I started your meditation course earlier, and each time I got to the middle of the meditation, it just stopped. I think it was a sign twice in a row. Oh, that is strange. I'll double check that. Maybe it's just maybe it's a technical issue on my end. By the way, and I will say that as this is like a public announcement, the meditation challenge that I have currently on my page is a very old one. So it was when it's a few years old. So it was when I was still very much in the Kundalini yoga world. I am working on a new meditation challenge. So hold on for that. It will be coming soon in the next month, I would say. A new meditation challenge, which is going to be a lot more in alignment of where I'm at now. But I'm just absolutely honored that people are still doing my meditation challenge. I mean, there's a lot of healing in there, and it's a great way of getting to know and understand the chakras. But yeah, it is old. So I do feel like a lot of the wisdom that I have embodied now isn't in that meditation challenge. But yeah, wait for the new one. Maybe it's a sign. But thanks for pointing that out, though. I'll have a check. Often I have old things. I quite like to just leave old things there as a part of the journey, rather than being like, oh no, I've changed now. I've got to get rid of the old stuff. I don't have anything to hide. Oh, hello everyone. Also, that's so cool about Viviane, and I know that she's doing a giveaway as well, which is so cool. I'm just catching up with the comments. Hello, everyone. I did a recorded session, a one-to-one witch activation session for a client today. I was meant to do it yesterday, but I decided to do it today because I had more space. And it was really powerful. And my guide, some of the messages that came through in the session, my guide said I needed to share publicly, obviously not anything personal specific to my client, but some of the messages that came through. So after this, I will be sharing a video with that as well. There's some quite interesting messages coming through for the collective at the moment. Yeah, and also for those of you who've been following me for a little while, you know that I do the full moon readings. Well, on every full moon. It just so happened to be at the end of October, I think, or was it the very start of November? I can't remember, but it was casting forwards for November, and there was so many pathways towards healing in November, and I find it fascinating that so many people are experiencing such rapid ascension symptoms, going through so much physically. Like, this really is a month for those that feel ready to just be like, yeah, let's do this. Let's dive into the healing and go for it. Because it can be in these times of real struggle and darkness that we can actually find the real depths of our healing. But yes. All right then. So, I do have a quote that I'm going to share as well. I think I'll do that after I've set up the safe space so that it can just really be in the protective bubble of love. Oh, thank you, Viviani. Viviani said Chloe creates beautiful spirit guides art. Thank you so much. Yeah, I actually have the page up on my website now. It's Mystic Spirits. mystichearts.org/spirit guides. They are channeled paintings that I do, connecting into people's guides, and they're totally channeled. Most of the time, unless I've worked with the person before and I've met their guides, most of the time it's literally I will sit down, set up a safe space and connect in heart to heart, soul to soul, and literally give the guide permission to use my hand to create the image of them. And you'll see it's so, because the style of them is all very similar, and it's the way that the transitions come through. And then also I do, if the client requests it, any messages, if the client requests their name, where they're from, a healing process or a prayer, all of that is handwritten and sent with them as well. So yes. Thank you so much, and thank you, John and Viviani, for just being here and supporting me in everything that you do. Yeah, John saw one of my paintings in one of his client sessions too. It's beautiful. Hi, the bee's knees. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Reality Alchemist. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Bernadette says, so cool. I paint. We should collab. Oh my gosh, that would be so exciting. One day I want to do like a retreat, but it's all about like creativity. So it'll be like lots of channeled art and things like that, and just doing crazy creative stuff. That's really what my inner child wants me to do. All right, I'll set up a safe space. Shooting Star said, can I change my question? Yeah, you should be able to delete your request. Otherwise, if you just rewrite it, that's fine. Yeah. Yay, Viviani paints too. Oh my goodness. Yay, lots of creative people. We are all creative beings, and whether or not we feel that we are artists, we all have the ability to create. Even those who don't have hands, they have voices and minds and feet and all of these magical tools of creation. All right, so I'm going to set up a safe space for us. I'm just giving myself more space. I have this pencil in front of me, and it's from the Museum of Witchcraft and Magic in Cornwall in the UK. Oh my goodness, the energy of this place is like nothing I've ever experienced before. I keep it there as like a lucky talisman on my desk. Just taking in some deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And I invite you for a moment, this has been just being completely channeled to me in this moment. I invite you to bring your awareness to what the weather is like around you today, wherever you are in the world, welcoming in the natural elements around you. So today here in the UK, it has been raining from dusk till dawn. Some of you may be in warm sunshine. Some of you, there may be storms or lots of wind, ice perhaps. And we're actually going to embrace the healing element of the nature around us, wherever each of us are. So for me, for example, when I breathe in, I'm going to be breathing in the cleansing, healing powers of water, inviting that into my being. And as I exhale, I'm just going to allow the water to wash through me, releasing anything that no longer serves my highest good in this moment. And if you're somewhere where it's sunny, you could breathe in the solar energy, the activation, the warmth, the fire, allowing it to burn through your fears. Really inviting you to connect in with the elements just as you breathe for a few moments, feeling the power when we work with the nature and the natural forces around us. Filling yourself with whatever the element may be, noticing how that makes you feel. Bringing all of our awareness now into our hearts. When I say heart, I mean heart center, or the fourth gateway, the fourth dimensional gateway. I'm feeling more inclined to this language at the moment, the fourth dimensional gateway, or the fourth gateway, central gateway. This beautiful big energetic portal or vortex that's right in the center of our chest. I love to place a hand on my heart to connect into the energy here. And imagining that your heart is full of energy. Beautiful, spiraling, warm, loving energy from which we are going to send a channel of energy and connect it upwards, opening ourselves up to receive information, wisdom and guidance from cosmic intelligence. So from our hearts, we're going to send up a channel of energy through our throats, third eyes, crowns, all the way up into the sky, beyond the Earth's atmosphere, beyond the stars and the planets in our solar system, beyond this galaxy, into the next galaxy, into the space beyond, the great unknown, into the multiverse, connecting in to the one true source, the sole source of all creation, of love, the highest vibrational frequency of creation. Breathing in, and as we exhale, following that cord of connection all the way back down, dropping back down into our bodies and into our hearts. And if we choose, allowing those high vibrational codes and frequencies to infuse with our own, infusing with our cells, our blood, our DNA, mind, body, soul, filling us with love, cleansing and clearing anything that is not serving us in this moment, that is not serving our highest good. And now when we breathe, we're not only breathing in the elements of nature, but we're breathing in the wisdom and the magic of the cosmos. And now, from the energy of our hearts, we're going to send down a channel of light down through our navels, sacral, lower belly, all the way down through our roots, the base of our spine, and sending down this cord, pressing it into the cool earth. Feeling that connection, reminding us that we are human and we are here for a reason. And sending that cord from our hearts all the way down through the layers of the earth, many different layers, the rocks, the crystals, the clay, the magma, the fire, the ice, the water, all the way down until we connect the energy of our hearts into Mother Gaia's very heart, the very center of the earth, the core of the earth, and all of the crystalline codes of wisdom that she holds within. And as we breathe, following our awareness back up to our hearts. And now when we breathe, not only are we breathing in the elements, the cosmos, we are also breathing in the earth. And let's breathe that out now all around us from our hearts. So that we are standing, sitting, or laying in a protective 360-degree shield of energetic light that is of high vibrational love and frequency. It is as soft and fluid as water, but as strong and impenetrable as iron. And we set the intention that only beings, energies, and entities with our permission, with our highest good, our love, our compassion, can see us, exist within this space, have any influence over us, or exist within us at this time. All other beings, energies, and entities must leave immediately. Returning to source now, or to never return here again. And we invite in to be with us in our protective shields of light today. Our spirit guides, you may want to invite them in by name, or you can just say, I invite in my spirit guides, known and unknown. If you choose, kind, loving, benevolent ancestors. Perhaps you have a power animal that you are aware of. Inviting in our highest selves, our guardian angels, the guardian dragons of the four directions and the gateways of heaven and earth. Inviting in source and inviting in Gaia. Setting the intention for our protection, our love, our compassion, clearing, healing, guidance, intuition, and wisdom. And also inviting the intention today of peace and quiet and stillness. Thank you. And through time and space, I'm now just going to extend out this energy, protecting all souls who are here today in the live stream of the Mystic Spirit Messages, and all those who watch the recording. Again, setting the intention that only beings, energies, and entities with our permission, highest good, love, and compassion can see us, have access to us, exist within this space, or influence us in any way. All other beings, energies, and entities must leave immediately. And I speak on my behalf now. I invite in all of my guides, my higher self, Source, Gaia, my guardian angel, and the guardian dragons. May this session be in service of the highest, greatest good and love of all. Thank you. And so it is. So welcome again, everyone. Hello, hello. And thank you so much for your assistance as well. Hold on a second. I'm just going to see. I think I can actually remove some of these people as well. So welcome, everyone. So first of all, I have a message that I wanted to read for you. And this is from a beautiful book called The Voice of Knowledge by Don Miguel Ruiz. Really, really beautiful ancient knowledge. So I'm just going to share this with you because this has been coming through on a couple of my one-to-one sessions and my guidance that's been coming through recently. And it's funny because I've really been called to share from this book recently. And I literally just opened the page and it's on the cover of the book. So before we learn to speak, our true nature is to love and be happy, to explore and enjoy life. Our actions are guided by instinct and emotions. We listen to the silent voice of our integrity. Once we learn a language, the people around us hook our attention and program us with knowledge. But that knowledge is contaminated with lies. With our attention focused on all the knowledge in our head, we no longer perceive the world through the eyes of love. We only perceive what we have learned to believe. The voice of knowledge comes alive inside our head. And what is that voice telling us? Mostly lies. That voice is the voice that never stops talking, judging, gossiping, and abusing us. It constantly sabotages our happiness and keeps us from enjoying a reality that is truth and that is love. When the voice of knowledge no longer controls us, our life becomes an expression of our authentic self, just as it was before we learned to speak. Then we return to the truth, we return to love, and we live in happiness again. And that is my prayer to all, that we can really escape the prison of the mind and come back into our full, unbridled self-expression. That is the heart and beyond. That is our multi-dimensional soul self. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Someone shared, don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Beautiful. I'm so down with that. All right, so let me go to, I said some people said, I think the chat keeps refreshing many times and deletes the old message requests. I personally can see the original message requests, so don't worry about that. I can see, like, as soon as I opened up the chat, all of those original messages are still there. So don't worry too much. The labyrinth of the mind. Yeah, I love that. So true. It's so complex and yet so simple. All right, so we'll go to the first request. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, John and Viviani, as always, my live stream angels. I must start inviting some guests back. I am, yeah, I'm quite, I'm not the most organized person. I'm just like, just show up and everything's going to be fine. But luckily, I have John and Viviani here. Keeping the low vibrations at bay and supporting me as well. So thank you so much. Yeah, if anyone has any requests for special guests that they want to see on my channel, let me know as well. That could be super fun. All right, so the first request that I have in the chat here is Gary for Grace, 807. Just let me know that you're still here, Gary for Grace, and then I will honour your request. Yay, Viviani, I would love for you to join again. I feel like when me and Viviani are together, we really like activate our divine feminine codes and it just becomes this really soft, gentle space. Okay, so Gary for Grace is here. Yes, and John, absolutely. John, you need to come on so that you can help me to be more dragon-esque. Oh, something exciting. This is like for my own fun and enjoyment. I've started doing a Celtic dragon shamanic kundalini yoga course. It's awesome. So you will be seeing more dragon energy coming out of me. That's a promise. All right. So Gary for Grace, thank you so much for letting me know that you're still here. Please, can I have a body healing, energy clearing, chakra alignment? Thank you. Praying to Mother Mary. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do a scan, and if there's anything that comes up, you have given permission for healing and clearing. So if anything comes up, I can go ahead and do that. All right, thank you. So I'm getting this real heavy dragging sensation downwards. Like straight away it was this feeling in the legs, and now it's this dragging of this quite deep, dense pull downwards. So I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can feel into this. Yeah, it's definitely around the legs, excuse me, and the base of the spine. So root chakra area. And a message that was coming through is nerve damage. Let me just see if I can get any more information about this. I'm being shown your body now and the insides, like the whole of the nervous system, and showing these beautiful cords of silver light. But then right at the base of the spine, there's something there that's disconnected the energy down into your legs. And that's what's causing this like heaviness. And it's something that has triggered this fight or flight response, and your nervous system has just become a little bit frazzled and on edge, and it's just it's causing all of this density in the legs. one of your guides was doing this like follow the leader motion, and it was drawing this figure of 8 at the base of the spine, so almost like restitching, very, very gently reweaving and restitching the nervous system at the base of the spine. And whatever was going on was also causing this kind of stitch in this right hand side, so there's a lot of tension and density in the lower body. And your guide is saying it could also just be something that's been coming up this week with all of this ascension symptom. It could have really been feeling quite intense, consciously or subconsciously. So I have just very gently brought down. It was interesting. They wanted me to bring down gold and silver light from source to bring a sense of coolness into the nervous system. So any practices that you can do to help support your nervous system. So this is anything that helps you to come back to a real feeling of peace and steadiness and calm and groundedness, because of this sensation, it was so heavy and blocked. It's almost like you're energetic, you're being pulled downwards, and you don't want the balance to go too much one way or the other. You want everything to be back into a state of balance and harmony. So definitely deep abdominal breathing, really, really slow breathing. Perhaps even avoiding watching, if there's any TV shows or movies that get you really like hyper aroused, avoid those just for a time, just to really invite peace into your being. And I'm being really called to you to tell you to keep practicing that nature breathing that we did in the opening of the practice. So wherever you are, wherever you live is irrelevant. It's using the actual natural, tangible, energetic healing powers of nature. And your guides are telling me to imagine that you're breathing in, whether it's the sun, the rain, the wind, breathing that in into your body and welcoming the healing element, bringing it all the way down through you, all the way down to the soles of your feet, asking for it to heal you, but also to cleanse, refresh, and harmonize every aspect of your being. So I hope that was helpful for you. I can definitely feel that your being energetically feels a lot lighter and a lot brighter now. Okay. I hope that was helpful for you. Gary for Grace, 807, not 007 like James Bond, 807. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, and I've just read your diabetes, chest congestion, bad cough, 15 years hormonal imbalance, joint aches. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's a lot of it can be to do with the root, and when we really come down into the physical sense, so it's like nervous system, how balanced is our nervous system, but also emotions, all of these things. But yeah, sending you so much love. Homeopathy helps. Yeah, that's beautiful. Again, you're already in tune with the natural elements. Sending you so much love. Oh, thank you for your wonderful comments. It's funny because when I'm doing the healing, I kind of get FOMO. I'm like, I'm missing out on the community. I've just read this comment. I was out in nature for exercise. I was talking to my guides and asked if they were there, and a fireball appeared in the sky instantly. Oh, it's so funny. Like we doubt our magic so much, and then when we actually go out and ask, when we ask for these signs, and then the nature provides and the universe provides, and it's like, oh my goddess. This is real. Fantasy is real life. That was one of the biggest messages that I received this year in a really, really intense shamanic inner child and father wounding healing that I had from my friend. It was like we're actually conditioned to believe that fantasy is fantasy when in actuality, like, fantasy is completely real. We're the ones that actually have to be like, okay, I'm going to start accepting that as a part of my reality now. So more dragons and more fire and more fairies, that's what I say, and more elves. All right, before I go on a ranting rabbit hole about elves and dragons, let me move on to the next one. Yeah, thank you so much, John. Absolutely. If you are here, please give it a like. Yeah, it really helps. And also afterwards, after the live stream, if you like drop a comment of your reflections or just anything that you feel called to share to keep the community space going, that will be really helpful for me as well. But yeah, so much love. I've just seen how my earrings match my dream catcher. I've never noticed that before. All right. Okay, so Lotus Bloom, just let us know, please, if you're still here live in the chats, and then I'll have a look at your request for you. All the fantasy is real, yay! I know that you believe it, John. The magic that I've experienced in the last 7 months is undeniably awesome. It's nice to have people to talk about it with. Yay! Absolutely. And the more that we outwardly talk about these things, the more that we are telling the universe and confirming to the universe, like, yes, I'm ready to actually see. I'm ready for the veil to be lifted. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Roald Dahl! Oh, Roald Dahl was like my whole childhood in England. Thank you for sharing that. All right, so Lotus Bloom's request. Hi, may I have a message from my guides about whether I should continue my shadow work or just totally surrender? I love this request. The one-to-one client session I did today was all about shadow work. I was like, whoa, okay. All right. I am being called to ask a couple of the cards for some messages for you, Lotus Bloom, but I will also ask this question as well and see what comes through. So I'll pull the cards, and before I actually look at the cards, I will connect in and get that message for you as well. That I'm just really being guided to do this. So calling upon the Lightworker Oracle, because they always come with such direct, crystal clear cut messages. These are the ones I currently do my my monthly oracle readings with. Please can we have a message for Lotus Bloom to help give some guidance and some clarity around whether she should continue with the shadow work that she's doing or to just surrender. Please can we have one card or two if they wish to come through with a crystal clear message of confirmation, guidance, or necessary healing. Thank you. That one leapt out of the deck. So let's see. All right. And then I'm going to call upon the angels as well. Woo. Okay. Thank you. All right. So before we take a look at the cards, let me just connect in with your guides or maybe even your higher self. Should you continue with the shadow work or just surrender? So your guides, they first of all, when I connected in, I felt this real heaviness in the heart. And the messages that were coming through, they were showing me the double helix, like the strand of DNA. They were showing me that. And with the message that shadow work, the journey of shadow work is never ending. And that's not a good thing, and it's not a bad thing. It just is. It's just this never-ending, infinite journey of seeking out the dark corners of the shadows within us. But they also showed me that seeking the shadows and doing the shadow work and surrendering go hand in hand. So if you find that you're just surrendering to life and surrendering to being and surrendering in the present moment, you may find that the shadow work comes through naturally. So it's about perhaps you are being guided actually to come to a point of letting go of expectations and perhaps letting go of the seeking of the shadows and surrendering into being, but maybe just from a different state of awareness and becoming aware of when things do come up. So your guides are saying that because you're sort of questioning in this within yourself, it's because you have been doing a lot of shadow work and now it's trying it in a different way. So you're surrendering your expectations and surrendering what you believe to be shadow work and allowing the shadows to reveal themselves. Oh, that's a very interesting message. Thank you. All right, let me reveal the cards that came out of the deck. Okay, interesting. So the card that came through was throat chakra. And perhaps, so, okay, so now I'll read the message. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So, what this could be reflecting is, yeah, my throat is what I'm clearing. Beautiful. Okay, so that's amazing. So, in the surrendering of that, you're going to be surrendering, and this different voice from within is going to be starting to speak. But that within itself, when we start speaking from this new elevated self, we are automatically going to start triggering people around us, which in turn is going to be triggering what you might call shadow work. So your guides just really want you to recognize this beautiful double helix of the surrendering, of the shadow work, of the embodied integration. So really speaking from this space, and speaking from this space of what you have learned and what you've integrated about yourself. And then this card absolutely jumped out of the deck, and this is from the Lightworker Oracle, and this is the sixth ray of devotion. I love this card, and this is a surrender card, because this is like the full fuck yes of I'm just going to devote myself into all of this work that I've done, devote myself to my heart, devote myself to truth, and this might bring you into an elevated state of love, or it might also reveal some more shadows that need loving and integrating. But it's like a full fuck yes. I'm going to swear because this is my live stream, so I can do what I want. But this is that, and I love this card because it's a beautiful sign that you are on the right journey, and it's inviting you of like, where can you be more devoted to this journey that you're on? And it's so interesting, because I also feel that this is a collective message that's coming through for those of you who watched my my wandering and pondering message this week. It's like, where are we not devoting ourselves to our highest self? Where in our lives, and this is shadow work, but it takes a certain amount of surrendering to truth in the throat chakra, to really be honest with ourselves and recognize, okay, I can actually be a little bit more in devotion of this part of my life. Yeah, I hope that was helpful, Lotus Bloom. Thank you for that. That was a really interesting reading to do, and I love the double helix. I love that intertwining of messages and lessons and everything that we do, everything. And remember, I'm always keep coming back to that message of being multidimensional. We are multidimensional. Human beings are multidimensional beings. It's not so black and white that the logic mind wants us to believe. Things are unfolding, and things are ascending, and things are descending, things are expanding on multiple levels and layers simultaneously. So yes, that will take some surrendering to really open up to that, but the shadow work is never ending. It may evolve. Sometimes you don't have to be actively seeking the shadows. Sometimes they will just start presenting themselves to you in situations and relationships. And I feel that could be where you are at now, Lotus Bloom. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you again, John and Viviani. Oh yeah, I can see that picture. I'll check the permissions on my live just to make sure that it's a little bit more secure. That's the word I'm looking for. I got lost in the multi-dimensional self then. Yes, I was being very black and white. Yeah, it's so easy for us to fall back into that logical mind of wanting to understand everything and wanting to fix everything and wanting to put, one foot in front of the other the right way. But sometimes we've just got to be like, allow ourselves to fall back in that really expansive space. It's really a dance between the logic and the very irrational, illogical world that is magic. Mhm. All right, let me have a sip. All right. Oh, hi, Angie. I've just seen you as well. Hi, Jazz. Thanksgiving. Seeing if anyone new to the channel. Welcoming everyone. Thank you for being here on Friday with me. Feel Good Friday. Frisky Friday. What other Fridays could we call it? Foxy Friday. The bee's knees. I have felt the need to be more inward for several years. After being almost hyper-social, I want to hear my own thoughts. Heart space is a bit of a lonely until I found this community. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, so much power can be found in introspection and isolation, but it's so important that we find our like-minded community, because isolation can also really bring on a lot of the heaviness of fear and doubt of the collective, and all things like that. What have we got? Fancy Fridays, love it. Freaky Friday. Yes, love it. More, please. Fluffy Fridays for all of my fellow crazy cat lovers. Yes. Full fuck yes Friday. Fun Friday. Fairy Fridays. Yay. Okay, this is getting really exciting now. Okay, let me find the next request. I believe that it is from LP. LP, is it possible to cut any cords from me that are not for my highest good? All right then. LP, you're here. Perfect. Freezing Friday. Oh no. Sending you a big warm hug, Bernadette. Funky Friday. Funky Friday. Yes. Okay, so Feline Friday. Okay, LP. So let's look into this cord cutting for you. So I'm feeling and seeing some from the back of the head, but it's more like between the back of the neck and the top of the ears. Yeah, there are some cords attached here that are draining some of the energy from your mind, and it's causing this disruption between the left and the right hemispheres of your brain. So between the feminine and the masculine, if you like, the active and the receptive. And then there's also the same, it's funny, it looks like these same chords, and they're at the back, the lower part of what I call of the back wings of the heart. So it's like in the back of the rib cage, and it's this real tugging there. And that is coming directly into the part of the heart, the back gates of the heart where you receive energy, but it's where it's stopping you from really being able to spread and open the wings of your heart. So really stopping you from being able to be open into your heart so that you can drop into that heart space and find that North Star, find your heart's truth. And I just keep getting the message that it's implanted. And it is from a being that is siphoning this energy. I'm just going to ask if it is safe to cut these cords. Your guide said it is safe to cut these cords, and that is really, really important to be mindful of what you receive. And it's just a very straight message. Be mindful of what you receive and what you allow yourself to receive. And I'm just being shown that these are just very old woundings that have just become this attachment. Yeah, okay. I'm going to ask that my guardian angel stands in front of me just to protect me whilst I do this. And they're showing me that we can cut all 4 of these cords in a clean sweep, making this X motion. And before I do this, I'm setting the intention that this cord will be cut. So your energy and any information from you that you do not wish to give away shall no longer be taken without your consent. And that this energy may be lovingly released either back to sender, back to source, or for it to never return to you again. So I'm just going to cut these cords. And I'm just going to go in very, very gently, bringing down a column of angelic light, highest vibrational frequency of loving light from source, and bring it down just to highlight any attachments or anything left from where these cords were. I'm just going to remove them from the back of your head, placing them in a protective shield of golden light, removing with it any other attachments that do not serve your highest good. Bringing this column of golden light to the back of the heart. It seems a lot heavier actually on the left-hand side. I'm going to go in there and very, very safely remove the energy and the density around where this cord was attached, and any emotional wounding that no longer serves your highest good. Placing it into this protective golden shield of light. And going into the right hand side now, not harming or touching or hurting any dimension of you other than releasing that which no longer serves your highest good. Placing it into this golden ball of light and filling these empty spaces now with the loving, healing codes of Source. With the assistance of my guardian angel, I return this to Source, or for it to never return here again. Yeah, and your guides are telling me just to be extra careful with your protection and anything that you are receiving. This doesn't have to be like a gift, but information, conversation, any kind of frequencies, any energies. Just be mindful of what you are allowing yourself to receive. I hope that was helpful, LP. I'm just catching up on the comments. Let me just check on LP first. I could see that I've had some issues integrating the feminine and the masculine. That is so interesting because it was this tugging, this pushing and pulling of like causing confusion because of the leaking of the energy. Thank you so much for confirming that as well, LP. Yeah. Yeah. Felt like parasite type cords, like leeches. Yeah, exactly that. It was just this siphoning and sucking of energy. But we have removed that now, and I've removed what I could from the site. So I really hope that helps, and sending you so much love. I have a cat named Chloe. Oh, that's awesome. And he has a wizard beard tuxedo. Oh my God, my heart is about to burst. My heart is about to burst. Yay, cats. Yay for cats. I have had cats ever since I've been born. I've always had a cat in my life. I feel really incomplete if I don't have a cat in my life. All right, let me catch up. Did my request send? It is in light grey for me. I am new to this. Priestess Peaches, just reading that. If you write your requests in capitals, that will really help for me to see it. And hello, Priestess Peaches. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Jazz Thanksgiving. I can't remember if I said hello to you yet or not. Sorry if I've missed anyone. Hello, everyone. I just really like catching up with the comments. Thank you so much, John, and thank you for being here as well. LP said, thank you so much. I really needed that. Thank you so much for being here and being open and honest and vulnerable as well. All right. Hi, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Welcome. Hi, I am Lulu. So good to have you all here. I would say if anyone is writing your requests in the chat, I will have received them. Just make sure that they're in capital letters, and I'll do my best to get through as many as I can in the time frame. All right. Let me see where we are. I am actually seeing now that some of the chat has disappeared. This is weird. Okay, well, I got through the first ones, so apologies for that. So the next one that I can see is from Madeline is Funky. Funky Friday. Welcome, Madeline. Madeline is funky. Are you still here, please? Let us know. Yeah, you're here. Okay, thank you so much for confirming. All right, let me see your request. Can I request a reading, please? I'm carrying a lot of regret over past perceived missed opportunities and distortions around self expression, both personal and creative. What a beautiful request. Thank you for being here. What I'm going to do, the same as what I did for Lotus Bloom earlier, is go to the cards first of all. I'm going to do you a 3-card reading first of all. And then with that, when I do the reading, often messages come through today. It was super interesting today in the one-to-one session I did. It was fully channeling just words from their guide. There was no visuals. It was just very much talking. All right, so we're gonna do it like that. So around regrets, missed opportunity, and self-expression. Okay, beautiful. So first of all, we're going to call upon the Light Worker Oracle, connecting in with Madeline is funky. Can we get a message from higher self and guides to help support in this place that she's in her life? Any confirmation, any healing, guidance, clarity, wisdom that wants to come through right now, that is going to support these feelings of regret or perhaps missed opportunity, or around creativity and self-expression. Okay, thank you. And let's go to the Angel Oracle. Please can we get 1 card with crystal clear guidance, healing, clearing, or activation? Any messages to support this reading for Madeline is funky? Message from the angels to support guidance, clearing, healing, or activation at this time. Thank you. Okay. Oh, 2 cards wanted to come through from the angels. All right then. We love that. When I ask for 1 and they say no, 2. Okay, and finally we're going to call upon the Earth Warrior Oracles. Another one by Alana Fairchild. These are the healing and the activation very much come through the visuals of these cards, which are so beautiful. So calling upon the Earth Warriors, please can we get 1 card for Madeline is funky to support this reading? Thank you. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. All right. So this is what I was expecting to come through, I must say. So Madeline is funky. What has come through with the Lightworker Oracle is number 20, which is the life path, which is what I was expecting. Is that often when we go through, and this is completely normal, by the way, it's happened to me multiple times, when we go through these stages of feeling creatively blocked, feeling like we've missed out or like we've failed or we haven't done enough, that's not correct. You know, everything is experience. Everything is creating this richness of learning and experience in our lives and on our journey. But what I was feeling when I read your request was that it was because whatever you've been doing previously wasn't quite in full alignment with your life path. This could be called soul's mission, soul's purpose, however you relate to that. So it's what you chose and choose to embody here in this lifetime on earth. So where you are now is that you are ready to remember and embody and embark on your life path. And remember that it's never too late. It's never too late. There are people in their 80s and 90s that finally have that breakthrough moment, and like they write masterpieces or they become world famous speakers, right? It's never too late to find and to walk the walk of your life path. A bit like training. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, exactly. Training. And then the messages from your angels is be willing to forgive. So the angel oracle cards really come in a lot with healing messages. So this is a healing message for right now. Be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. So it's really a message of letting go. And you mentioned already, you know, there's that feeling perhaps of regret or feeling like missed opportunities. It's really time, if you want to evolve to the life path and get more clarity on that, you're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to send love to those parts of you and recognize no longer them as mistakes or regrets or missed opportunities, but just a part of your journey. And yeah, it's we hold on to this in the body as pain and heaviness, and we can exchange that for peacefulness, but also for joy and abundance. And then the other one that came through is visualize success. Go back to the basics. Start visualizing. This is very much a reading of like a clean slate for you. Clean slate. You are ready. You are here for a reason, asking this question and seeking this guidance and this knowledge because of your life path. But you have to be willing to forgive and really feel into some of those past pains in order to release and move on. Visualize success. See yourself doing well and moving forward in this situation, and have faith in a positive outcome. So a message of faith, of having faith, always having faith. In hopelessness, have faith. Oftentimes I've had to call upon blind faith to pull me through. And guess what? It does every time. And then the messages from the Earth Warrior Oracle, and this is really beautiful. You have received, and this is a number 9. We are in a 9-year. So whatever this ending is, and whatever the new beginning is that is beginning, you have the blessings of Kumu, and that is no good thing shall be withheld. This is your time to shine. You are now standing at the precipice of birthing your new reality into life. Your ancestors are guiding you. Also, the great wisdom and the mysticism of the owl is there. Butterfly, metamorphosis and transformation. This is an extremely positive and powerful confirmation. So I feel like the cards really gave a lot of information there. I hope that was helpful for you. Just reading your comments. So wonderful. Yes, faith. It's interesting, as one of the wounds was about butterflies. And that butterfly is coming forwards for your transformation. You grow through what you go through. Remember that. Thank you so much, Madeline. Thank you for being here. It's wonderful to have you. And yeah, all the best of luck with this amazing journey that you're going on. Very exciting. I'm always here to help if you need. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you so much, Viviani. Thank you for your support. Yeah, these live streams are every Wednesday and Friday at the same time. So if your request isn't read out or I'm not able to get to it in time, please do come back. Yeah, thank you. Madeline is Funky said, really working on forgiveness and allowing my perspective to shift. Amazing. Yeah, it takes time, you know, it really does take time and it takes patience. It's not like a one pill fix all. It really is this slow unfolding of all that which no longer serves us. All right. Oh, thank you everyone for your beautiful comments. I love that. You Natalie, the bee's knee, says, I really find so much value in others' readings. Always exactly what I need to hear. Yeah, we are a collective consciousness, right? We are a collective consciousness. So where each of our individual souls are going through its own journey, we're also a collective of souls going through this big, crazy journey. So there are so many messages that intertwine and really speak to the collective as a whole as well. So yeah, I love that. Okay. Got a sip. I love that now. Okay, so the next request that I can see is Shooting Star. Shooting Star 2381. You are the next request that I can see. Shooting Star, please let us know that you're still here in the comments. John said, I feel my shadows are a black rose and I continue to be guided to peel back the petals of and send my love. Oh, what a beautiful metaphor. Yeah, it's like this ever unfolding black rose that just gets more and more soft and like delicious black velvet the more that we unravel those layers. Shooting Star is here. Perfect. Amazing. Thank you so much for confirming. All right. Shooting Star's request. Please, can you ask my guides for any messages I need to hear? And can you tell me names of any of them? Thank you, Chloe. And I love that you have the little heart in the hands like this. That's so cute. Thank you. All right. Let me see. So when I first was connecting in, first of all, I saw this very green energy. And then as I connected in, I started seeing this very, very big being, big energetically. And they have an insect-like body, so it's an insect-like being, a green insect being. And they are tapping like this on your third eye, like tapping, like knocking on the door, like, hello, hello, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready to wake up. And this guide is here to assist you with opening up to the gates of higher perception. And this guide looks like a grasshopper. Their shape is like that big green grasshopper with the big arms. And there's quite like that childlike energy to them where grasshoppers can jump and jump and jump. And I asked for their name and they said it's Arunet. I will type that in the chat after so you can see how that is spelt. And they are a being from a very high vibrational frequency realm and dimension. And they're going to keep tapping on your third eye until you consciously choose. I'm probably going to have a really red face now. I've just been tapping myself. Until you consciously choose to open up your gateways of higher perception. And they're saying that everyone immediately thinks that an open third eye is the ability to have very strong visions, closed eye visions. But it's so much more than that. The third eye actually opens up our depth of perspective of everything. So our depth of spiritual understanding and all of our senses. So not only the 6 senses that we have, but the multi-dimensions of senses. The multi-sensory perception of your soul self, your human self, life itself. Wow, okay, so they really are supporting you in a way of when you feel ready, which they're saying you're ready now, of going through this deeper level of spiritual awakening, which is not something that you learn from books or from outside sources. This is very much this choosing to unlock a deeper level of wisdom from within, from intuition, from listening to those voices and nudges and starting to really say, yeah, actually, I do think and feel differently, and that's okay. And Arunet is saying, be bold, be brave, believe, because your soul and your soul alone knows the way. Thank you so much, Arunet. I'm just going to ask your guide to step back away now, out of my space and out of my perception. Let me just type in how they spelt their name. It had like an accent over the U, but I will send it to you without the accent. So it's this, but with 2 dots over the U. Yeah, so I hope that was helpful for you, Shooting Star. You said, I keep trying to. I've been working on all of me spiritually. And if you don't mind me sharing this, I think the key in that sentence is trying. When we try to do something, we're not doing it. And I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong, because we all try and we're all actively seeking, but we can put so much expectation, and it's on the soft allowing and surrendering where it actually starts happening and the unfolding starts taking place. But yeah, you've got a really amazing guide there. That beautiful being. So thank you so much for allowing me to connect with them. I really appreciate you. Oh, that just splashed right into my eyeball. And thank you so much, Viviani, for sharing that again. Just loving reading all of the comments. Okay. Think you're trying too hard. Yeah, and unfortunately, sometimes we can block ourselves with that energy. But you've recognized it now, which is amazing. That's the wisdom, when we can recognize things within ourselves, and just say, all right, I recognize that now, so I'm going to stop doing that and just try things a different way, or do things in a different way. Okay, so we've got half an hour left, so I would just say that requests are closed for now. I can probably get through 2, 3, maybe 4. That might be a push. 2 or 3 more. But yeah, thank you. Please do come back next Wednesday if I don't get through to your request. It will be lovely to have you back here again. Hi, Cass Reiki. Just seen you here in the comments as well. Sorry, I get really gassy when I'm when I'm doing readings. It's just like this releasing of energy from within. Okay, right. Let's find the next request. I do actually think that for some reason the chat has actually deleted some of the messages. I know that I Am Lulu was next. I don't know what your request was. I'm so sorry about this. I don't know what's going on with the chat today. Yeah, I know that I Am Lulu was the next one. So if you are still here, I Am Lulu, could you just retype it? Thank you. Something funky's going on with the chat. Oh, wow, Shooting Star, so you find yourself tapping on your forehead. So when I did that, he started laughing. That's so interesting, isn't it? And it must be that resonance of, your guide being there, tapping, and then you're doing that, and you're like, hang on a minute, what's going on? I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you, Viviani. Thank you. Yeah, this week has been a wild ride energetically. I'm actually it feels like I'm gonna have to I'll check the chat settings, because it feels like it's limiting it to a certain number of requests. So I'm just gonna like copy the top requests so that they don't disappear. Because there's a few at the top there now. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the requests are disappearing. So let me just really quickly, before I honor your request, I'm just going to copy and paste the top requests at the moment, and then so that they don't disappear, and then I can have a record of them. All right, cool. There we go. Okay, so I am Lulu. I am wondering if I have any Akashic negative pattern that I may be repeating that prevents me from having a healthy and loving relationship union with a partner, and if it can be cleared. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading the comments, John. I got to touch a rainbow on the train home today. I love that. All right. Yeah, something weird's going on today. We had those weird energies coming in. I'm just gonna call it down to that, and next live stream next week I'll just check if there's like a limit of comments on the live stream, but there hasn't been any problems before. Okay. Just to say, Lulu, I personally don't do Akashic Records readings. It's just something that I personally choose not to do. I'm not going to share the reason why here in the chat, but what I can do is a scan, and I'll be able to tell you if there is a past or parallel life there that is affecting this. And I can also see if there's any trauma there. So this would be down in the sacral chakra, because this is where all our emotional and relationship patterns. So what I'll do is I'll have a look in there and see what comes up. Your guides are also telling me that I should pull an angel card for you as well. So thank you. I will do that. It's interesting. When I come down and check into the sacral chakra, it's like there's this big block, almost like it's frozen. Because at first I was feeling something on the left-hand side, and then when I started to connect in, it was almost like, nope, it's frozen. And then I was seeing a lot of red, like deep, deep, deep red color. And I was being told that this is a root wounding. So a root wounding is to do with an ancestral wound. So it's going to be either your matriarchal or patriarchal line, so mother, father line. Yeah, and it's also, it is affecting your heart a little bit as well. There is an ancestral wounding that needs to be addressed, because whatever it is, it's causing this freezing over of emotions. And what this means is that you're blocked from that deeper level of emotional soul connection. And I feel that's why it's connected in with the heart as well. And I'm being guided that this isn't a healing that I can do safely within this space, because ancestral wounds require a lot of holding emotionally and a lot of emotional depth, and they can be very heavy and very triggering. But if you choose, you can start feeling into this yourself by placing your hands on your lower belly and saying that you're ready to understand this wound, and saying that you're ready to unfreeze this emotional blockage. But it will require a healing for you when you're ready. And I'm just going to call in upon the angel cards, because they really wanted me to pick a guide and a message. For I am Lulu. Please can we have a message of guidance or healing or clearing regarding this emotional wound and this ancestral wound that's most in service of her highest good at this time. Thank you. It was one clear release. Release. And the message on this card is: work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. But I think that, that release, it's time to release and let go of this emotional heaviness and this emotional blockage that's there. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance in this space, but I just want to be mindful of all of the energies and the souls who are here, and any ancestral healings and woundings are very deep. And I would want that to be in a very safe, not that this isn't a safe space, but more of a sacred and private and protected space. But sending you so much love. Really appreciate the info and the awareness. Thank you, Lulu. Thank you for your vulnerability. Let me just take a sip. Oh yeah, Mercury retrograde. How can I forget? I think there's like a few planets in retrograde as well, and it just makes everything go a bit funky. Thank you for pointing that out, because my Wi-Fi's been all over the shop this week, and that could explain why we've got disappearing messages in the chat, and all sorts of strange interferences going on. It's all right, it'll be over soon. We'll get back to normal again. And Charlotte said maybe a witch wound session would helped me so much. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I do offer a witch wound, and I do offer a one-to-one quantum expansion session. They're slightly different, but now I've just found that whatever someone books, it ends up going very to whatever their heart and their soul needs. But if you want to check it out, I can. Viviani has very kindly got in there before me, sharing the link in the chat. My absolute angels, John and Viviani. Thank you. You save my crazy ADHD brain from wanting and trying my hardest to do lots of things at once, and it never really working out that way. All right, let me find the next request. Okay, so I managed to save a couple of the last ones. And if for any reason I have skipped you, I'm really sorry. It's just blame it on the weird energies today. But yeah, I'm sorry. The next one that I've got is Warren. Warren 1564. Warren 1564. You were the next one that I was able to retrieve, and I have your request. So again, I'm so sorry if I've skipped a few. It will be back to normal next week. It's all good. Someone said my phone went Rufus today. The internet wouldn't work. Yeah, I think we just have to surrender. Let's just surrender and see what happens today. So Warren 1564, I have your request next. I have it. The other day I sat in silence and I had this need to speak. A foreign language came out, but I didn't recognize it. When I advertised it, it was Tibetan. Wow. That's awesome. So what is your request? I think that's an awesome share. But what would you like me to give clarity upon? If you can let us know, Warren 1564. And I can talk a little bit on this. Super interesting. Yeah, I mean, I have been in spaces where people have started speaking in tongues. Obviously, there's light language, but there's also, mantras, old mantras in Sanskrit, but also not even in Sanskrit. The more deeper that I lean into the alchemy of sound and the magic of sound, there's actually ancient sounds from all lands and all walks of life on the earth. So myself from England and from Northern Europe, there will be sounds and vibrations of the land and of the ancient people. And it's so interesting that you started speaking Tibetan, because that's an ancient language, and we are all capable of tapping into these frequencies of ancient languages. And I find with channeling, the only thing that gets in the way is me being like, this isn't real. The only thing that's getting in the way is the self-doubt. A rabbit hole. I love that. Okay, well, Warren 1564, thank you for sharing that. As this wasn't a request, I'm going to move on to the next one, which I have, which is Linda McCormick. Linda McCormick, are you still here? If you're still here live, if you could just confirm, that would be awesome. Oh, and just while we're waiting for Linda, what I would always say, and this just goes back to Warren about channeling or speaking this foreign language, is how do you feel after it? How does it make you feel? Because if you feel very energetically drained or vibrationally low and heavy, you could have been channeling a low vibrational being or language. Excuse me, but a lot of the time, if you're taking care of yourself and you have if you're always protecting your space, clearing your energy, you have that love and that kind intention in your heart, generally speaking, you are going to be channeling some aspect of your soul that wants to come through. And you should feel perhaps vibrationally lifted, or you should feel this release, or you should feel relatively good after channeling it. I would say that's a sign of a green flag if you are releasing sounds that are unfamiliar to you. Linda, are you still here? Please let us know in the chat. Linda, are you here? Am I still here? That's what I'm wondering now. Let us know if you're still here in the chat. as we are running out of time. Loving the chats. And then there is a question about a donation. Thank you so much for offering a donation. That's so kind of you. You can go to mystichearts.org/donate. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to move on to the next one because we are running out of time. Just 6494. Are you still here? In the chat, let us know. You are the next one that I had managed to salvage. Please let us know that you're still here in the chat. Let me write this. Are you still here? And if you're not still here, I'm just going to go through the chat and randomly select for the final reading of the day. Yeah, there must be something in the airwaves today. Thank you so much, Viviani, for sharing that link. Really, really appreciate that. Yeah, really appreciate that. Donations are, they literally, like, I'm just always like, oh my god, they just brighten up my day whenever I receive them. Yeah, so thank you so much. I'm just like, oh my god, people are sending me little gifts. That is just the most kind thing in the world, so thank you. Linda is here. Thank you so much. Awesome. Okay, so Linda, hi Chloe, can I get a healing and a clearing? Yes, thank you so much for your request. Let me have a look into this for you, Linda. Okay. So straight away, I was feeling some pressure and some tension on the shoulders. And then it was going back down the back of the shoulders. And then after I was feeling in there, it was like this real heaviness of breath. You don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Whether that's consciously or subconsciously, you don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. There is some dense, energetic attachment, like I said, that's on the top of the shoulders, and it just feels like this. That's heavy, and it's leaking down through the back of the shoulder blades and actually seeping into the back, into the lungs, and just causing this real heaviness. I'm just going to ask, what is the best way for me to address this? Okay, I'm being guided to... Oh wow, I just saw a vision of what your lungs will look like after I do this this healing for you. So I'm being guided to remove some of the energy and the heaviness and the density, which is like a build-up of negative emotional energy, which is actually more from the collective rather than you. So I'm being guided to remove that. And then I'm being guided to use my throat to sing some healing frequencies into your lungs. Because this is heaviness of outside negativity that you felt on your shoulders that seeped into the lungs. I'm being called to use the power of sound to energetically release this heaviness. So I'm just setting the intention to very safely and gently remove this energetic build-up from the top of your shoulders, not harming any dimension of you or any aspect of you physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, or any other part of you. Just removing now. And I'm going to create a golden ball of light to place in this emotional build-up. Pulling it out. I'm actually having to pull it out a little bit from between the shoulder blades. And it's kind of slipping off the top of your shoulders now. That's good. Placing it into the golden bubble of protective light, removing with it any cords or attachments or low vibrational energies or frequencies that no longer serve your highest good. Returning to source, or for it to never return here again. And I'm now seeing the hands of, I don't know whether it's one of your guides or if it's a guardian angel spirit of yours, but they're placing their hands on the back of your lungs and they're asking me to do the same on the front of your lungs. And they're going to guide me just to send some high vibrational sound frequencies into your lungs, just to release the heaviness and the density of this, returning it to source, or for it to never return to you again. Yeah. And they're guiding me to encase your lungs and your shoulders now with this heart of angelic light that is the highest vibrational frequency of love and of healing. And this is energy from your highest self and your guide, and this is going to naturally fuse into your shoulders and your lungs, helping to heal and to clear that which no longer serves your highest good. I hope that was helpful for you, Linda. I definitely need to drink some water. I hope that was helpful for you, Linda. And if anything happened with the weird connection going on here today, you can watch the recording of this to receive the healing and to watch that back. But yeah, thank you so much. Let me just check in with, it seems that there is just a little bit of a lag with the chat and the video, perhaps. But yeah, thank you everyone for your patience today. I feel that I'm going to end it here today because that last healing was quite intense and quite deep. So I want to just hold my frequency and just protect myself in that. But yeah, thank you so much. Oh, there's a fly flying in my face. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your requests. I'm so sorry I couldn't get through more today, but hopefully even just being here and being a part of this space, you will have received something that your soul and your heart find to be nourishing and healing. Happy, funky, feel good, fuck yeah, feline, fluffy Friday. I can't remember the rest. Thank you so much. I am going to close down the session of the space in a moment. Please do come back to John and Viviani's live stream on Mondays, same time as this. Viviani on Tuesday, it's 1 hour later than this. Mine on Thursday again. John and Viviani, mine on Wednesday, John and Viviani on Thursday, and then mine on Fridays. So you have a whole week of this beautiful, compassionate, loving, supportive, open-hearted community space. So Warren, how come you're not being seen? I did see your request and I did read it out, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, the actual question just wasn't seen at the time. So yeah, I'm so sorry for that. But if you watch back the live stream, you will see that I did acknowledge your message, and I did talk a little bit on that. So hopefully that will be helpful for you in some way. So much love. So much love to you all. This has actually been such a beautiful end to my working week, whatever that means. My psychic end of my psychic working week. So yeah, thank you all for being here. It really means a lot. This has been quite a roller coaster of self-awareness this week. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just close down the session that I created around Mystic Spirit messages. So I'm just going to ask all of our guides and all of the beings who we invited in to be here with us today to step out of the safe space of the live stream. Source and Gaia, please step out. My guardian angel, the guardian dragons, thank you for being here with us today and guiding this space. Just asking all energies and beings that are in service of our highest good and that we invited in today to step out of the session space, and that all remaining beings, energies, and entities who are not in service of our highest good, love, and compassion be removed with the space of this session as I bring it down to size, surrounding it with the energy of love, so that it be protected, removing any cords, attachments, frequencies that are no longer in service to any of us, any of our highest goods, or the highest good, love, compassion of all. And with the insistence of my guardian angel, I return it to source, or for it to never return here again. And may all souls who join this Mystic Spirit Messages live today have the most beautiful weekend, beautiful and peaceful healing and integration. And may all souls on this earth find peace. Thanking my guides, Source and Gaia, my guardian angels, and all the beings who are here to assist today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you all next week. Sending you all so much love.